Hello, my name's Dave. I'm the owner of Iris now, that used to be on the channel, if you remember. If not, like I say, I bought Iris off of Rick just over a year ago now. So yeah, just a quick update and walk around, and I'll film a bit more when I'm driving home. Have a bit of a chat. Look at that, someone went into me in a van. But we sorted out amongst ourselves because even though it wasn't my fault, I didn't really fancy going for the insurance. I couldn't be asked, to be honest. But yeah, she's had a few issues along the way. But yeah, it's not been too costly so far. And again, we'll have a chat about that now when I drive home. Right, so here we go then. Just got some diesel as usual. Always in this place. Right. So, just a quick recap really on what I've done and how many miles I've done. So when I got the car, it was on 144 just, and at the moment it's on 165, so 21,000 miles. So it's done some mileage. Definitely had my money's worth already, I would say. Although I have done a few bits to it, like I said. So I think probably the first thing I did was I serviced it, just because I didn't really know when it had been serviced. So I serviced it. I did the air filter, fuel filter as well. And then after that, shortly after that, I got the cam belt and water pump done. Just for peace of mind, really. Although the water pump was starting to leak, so probably just as well. And then a little while after that, my engine. Right. So when I got the car from Rick, the engine management light was on just before I bought it, and he told me that. And he got some guy out, I think, and he told us what the fault was, and he cleared it off. And to be honest, the light came on every sort of 1,000 miles or so, and I just kept clearing it with my diagnostic tool until it came on, and then just before my MOT I thought, oh, I better turn that off, and it wouldn't clear. Wouldn't clear at all, so it was a permanent fault by then. So I had to fix the issue, which was a fuel temperature sensor. And it was, to be fair, it wasn't difficult to do, it wasn't expensive either, really. And that was that. And then obviously I had the MOT, and the MOT failed on the front brake discs because they were corroded, basically. I think he was being a little bit harsh, but whatever. So I had to do the brakes, the front brakes. I did some pads, 2 drop links, anti-roll bar links, and I had to clean the headlights up because they were like cloudy, you know how they go. So I got it through the MOT. Most recently, the top suspension mount on the near side, passenger side, was knocking quite badly. So I've had to get that done, and I've sent Rick a picture of it, so he might insert it now. But it was quite bad. It was quite bad. So I've had that done, and the only thing really left to do is well, the steering rack, because it's leaking. It's been leaking since, I'll be honest, it's probably been leaking since before Rick as you've got to expect, really. But it's still cheap motoring because a lot of people pay £400 a month for their car. A month. And I can't get my head around that. So that's just chucking money down the drain, in my opinion. But that's up to them, I suppose. Especially for the money. I mean, it caused a bit of controversy with my wife when I first bought it because, I'll be honest, I didn't need it. I just thought it was cheap and I like the engines, I like the PD engines, especially the 130. It's the one to have, really. So I just bought it. I've still got the Corsa, but I think my stepson's going to be buying that off us. So it worked out well in the end. So yeah, just a bit of waffle, as Rick calls it. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I'm really going to hopefully have to do for a little while after the wreck. Yeah, the only thing that it does do, which I knew before I bought it again, it lets water in, really, the boot and slightly in the back as well, on the floor. So it's probably got a door sill and a boot sill on, and it steams up the car quite a lot. But I mean, it's 19 years old, 165,000 miles. You can't really expect the earth, can you? I just love driving it, to be honest. It's just effortless to drive. You know, you haven't got to wring its neck to get anywhere. You just slightly put your foot down and it'll just go. Which is what I like, really. I don't drive it fast, to be honest. It's just more relaxing to drive a car that's got power. Heard today as well that Judith, Rick's Rover, the head gasket's gone. That's a bit gutting for him, really, because well, I guess he's had that a year because he bought that just after I bought this off of him, I believe. So that's not a good result for Rick, but like I say though, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, a year's motoring for, I think he paid 800 quid for that. That's still cheap, isn't it, really? Use Agatha for a little while now, which, to be honest, doing good running, really. Doing good to get out on the road. Because it's just sitting there doing nothing, and cars really hate that. Agatha will be used a bit more, and then I'm sure Rick will get something else towards the end of the summer, I guess. Another daily. Right, well, I've offered her enough now. So yeah, so I guess this will